My name is Alungile Kamtshe, the Secretary General of SASCO of the 22nd National Executive Committee. SASCO as an organization formed in 1991 was formed to resolve contradictions that prevented students from previously disadvantaged backgrounds from accessing institutions of higher learning. Now, SASCO exists currently in about 26 universities, and we are also well represented in 54 colleges throughout the country. We are speaking about an affiliated membership of about 1.5 million and an associate membership that we've built over the years in terms of our convocation that is representing the aspirations and the interest of SASCO out there in the world. SASCO has a deep embedded interest in the fostering of the relations between South Africa, Africa and China. Because of the historical context of where our South African society evolved from, we are much more interested in this particular relationship so as to continuously develop our own underdeveloped societies. China has changed the global landscape since the Bandung 1955 conference, where underdeveloped countries joined heads in order to solve the pandemic and the scourge of capital exploitation that served as an onslaught that was ushered by the Western countries. So China has, for over the years, changed the global landscape in favor of the countries that have been colonized and in favor of the countries that continue to be exploited by the big Western countries. So we want to tap into this relationship with SASCO, exploring relations in terms of the student base, even in China and in other parts of the country, with SASCO enjoying relations with other student formations in the continent. We have our own deployment that we've made in the Southern African Student Union, SASU. We have our own relations that we enjoy with SWAYOCO. We have our own relations that we enjoy with a number and a host of other student organizations and the youth organizations in the continent. So we want to stand on the global stage as SASCO being the prominent driver and the prominent leader of the relationship between China and Africa and South Africa, most importantly. So as to close off, South African Students Congress is going to embark in January on a massive campaign called the Right to Learn campaign, where we are dealing with the cornerstone reasons for existence of this student organization, which is the accessing of students and prospective students, returning and prospective students into institutions of higher learning. This is where we'll be dealing elementary with all forms of exclusions, be it academic, be it financial, be it any other exclusion that seeks to exclude those who've not been able to access institutions of higher learning and those who are continuously hamstrung from continuing in those institutions and progressing forward. So during that period, we'll be having our own structures, hands on deck. We'll be having our own activists on the ground from branch level, regional level, provincial level, and at a national central command level, where we'll be leading this campaign to ensure that the students that are deserving to access institutions of higher learning do get the opportunity to be in institutions of higher learning. And also during that period, it is when we will be driving and schooling our own membership and those that we are recruiting to SASCO about the ideological background of this organization and why there are shared prescripts and interests between SASCO and its fostering of the relations between South Africa, Africa and China. So it is this period when we'll be give them a grounding political education so as to understand where we are coming from as a country and where we are coming from as a nation and where we are coming from as a global village. So this is why SASCO finds it so much important that the China African South Africa relations must be held with comfortable and with progressive hands. This is why we will continue to ensure that there is no hindrance whatsoever that will deal with the relationship we've enjoyed with China. I thank you.